All right, so we're live.
You are live.
We are live, and it's 7 o'clock ish.
Ish.
It's Thursday night. That means it's time for Thursday Night Live at the Gun Shop. And you can see after a long absence,
I'm back.
the Chloe monster is back.
Yeah.
She is now a world traveler,
Yeah, you could say that.
having made the rounds of Jamaica,
Yes. Just got back from Jamaica.
coming home to an ice storm.
Yeah. I didn't like that, but I was ready to be home.
Sun and sand, the ice and gloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be okay.
Hey, Eric. Ferguson.
Hey, Eric. How are y'all tonight? So we kind of piddle around here a minute while folks get logged on and get logged in, and we get a few folks in. I think we got a really, really cool show for you tonight. We got some cool things to go over. And then we're going to play a little game. Somewhere, I don't even know where it's at, the girls have went and put together a selection of guns. I have no earthly idea what they have, but I don't really know how this is going to work. If they're going to pull a gun out, and I don't know if they're going to ask me questions or if I'm just going to start spouting off what I can tell you off the top of my head about it.
What about both?
That's fine. We'll start out. You guys can start with questions.
We chose about 15-ish.
Okay. So they will be trying to stump me. And, that's not always hard to do. So, if you hang around for the whole show, you may get to see me get embarrassed tonight. We'll find out. What are we looking like?
16.
Okay, so we'll get a few folks. We'll go straight to the NFA part tonight. Give you your weekly update on that. Time, what are we hitting now? What are we saying, about 13 days? Seems to have crept up a couple of 3 days.
Yep.
Time's just kind of creeping up a little
And
bit.
I do have some that are,
Past that, some it's a
yes,
month.
yeah, I do have at least 2.
So we're seeing that time creep up. We're seeing really no tolerance for mistakes. If you make a mistake, if you get something in that's not just the way they want it, rather than sending back for correction like they used to, they just deny it and start back from zero.
Yep.
So time is creeping up a little bit. Price is creeping up a little bit from what we're seeing. And availability is going down.
Oh, yes.
So the time and the price are still below where we really thought they would be right now, but they're starting to move up. You got, it's really a weird place in the market. You got some really newcomers to the market that are really over aggressive. It's just really weird. You talk to different people, different places, and it's just coming out. It's weird. That's all I know to say. But we're seeing time and price creeping up. Availability steady going down. And availability is going down faster than price and time are creeping up. And we're starting to see, I think, some of the things we were worried about with some of these new companies jumping in. They thought this was going to be really easy. They thought they were going to be able to just get in there and make tons and tons of money, and it wasn't going to take a lot of effort. And they brought stuff out and went straight to the higher end
Oh yeah.
on a lot of it. And that's the stuff that you can find to buy. It's out there to buy.
Mhm.
But it's also stuff overall nobody wants. You know, you're seeing them take stupid shortcuts, sending suppressors with no way to attach it to the gun, going, well, ours is already too, our $800 suppressor is already too cheap, so they can buy that part for themselves.
Oh, that explains everything. All makes sense now. Sorry.
I mean, just some of the idiocy.
Yeah.
Some of the idiocy. Like you guys are idiots, and you're not.
No.
I think a lot of people had some overhyped ideas, and maybe not paying off like they thought they would. Maybe some people struggling financially, and they're getting pissy. So, right now, if it's something really easy to get, might want to be leery of it. Although I will say Dead Air, AB, and to an extent Silencer Co. are doing pretty decent, everything considered. Everything considered, they are getting product to the market regular, just not like we're used to it, So if it's some little no-name company you've never heard of or that's just popping up and that's what's available and you're leery of it, I think you're still okay to hold off. It may take you an extra week or 2, 3, but it may be better than the alternative.
Hey, John.
So, like I said, price and time going up slowly, availability going down rapidly. And that's the NFA moment for tonight.
We had a few other people say hello, so if we missed anybody, hello.
Hey everybody, we're glad you're here. Really, we really are. If you weren't here, we couldn't be here. So
That's right. Mr. Craig here. I'm glad I got the majority of mine last year. Just a couple more to go before they are the same price as the tax stamps.
Yep. So, going from there, question I guess I've had a lot the last couple of weeks. I think about these and kind of jot them down and then try to address them here on the show. I call it my three rules for a carry gun. Some people say, what advice have you got for a carry gun? So I'm going to share with you my 3 rules for a carry gun. Assuming that you picked something, as far as calibers go, I don't have a rule for what caliber you should carry because that's going to vary some individual to individual. Carry as big a caliber as you can comfortably carry. Comfortably shoot well. Let me say that, comfortably shoot well. Carry gun rules number 1, it's got to be a gun you will have with you 24/7, 365, no days off. You've got to have it with you. You've got to have a gun that you will keep with you. Number 2, it has to be absolutely reliable. You cannot have a gun that has a medium to high failure rate or even a low. No, you just can't because it's going to fail when you need it most. And number 3, it needs to be reasonably accurate. We're not trying to shoot 50-yard bullseye targets. Okay? But if your gun falls, if it meets those 3 criteria, then nothing else matters. Because, frankly, the 38 or the 9mm or whatever that you've got on is 100 times better than the 44 Magnum at home in the safe.
Yep.
So, available 24 365, no days off. You got to have it. Got to be reliable. It's got to function.
Matthew Orman said he's like a girl with purses. I have a lot of different ones I carry. Depends on what I'm wearing. Sounds like somebody else I know.
Yeah. I'm probably just a little bit, I used to have that rotation that everybody talks about. But even back then, I found myself more often than not carrying a particular gun. And I find myself doing that now. I'll have 3 or 4 laid out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I put my clothes on, it's always I tend just to gravitate toward that one particular gun. It's a primary. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Only a fool carries just one.
Johnny Fresh Hour, something to discuss is self-defense distance. You need.
We can talk about that. What is self-defense distance? It's probably not 50 yards across the parking lot.
Mm-mm.
But then there could be a case where it is. But normally, over years and years and years, gunfights happen at less than 3 yards in less than 3 seconds.
That's quick.
It happens. If you have to think about it, it's too late.
Eric says he definitely has his favorites, but he likes to change it up.
Some do. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But all the guns that you pick, you have to have guns that you will carry 365, 24/7, no days off. They've got to be reliable. They've got to be reasonably accurate. Other than that, it don't matter.
Johnny said very true with what you said on the distance.
You could have that, let's face it, getting in a self-defense shooting is a weird enough situation in and of itself. But, you could have that thing where you're in a parking lot and, especially now, some of these gangs of hoodlums that are running around.
Could be shooting through the
Could
door
force
jacks.
a fight where you had to take cover and shoot for distance across an area. So many things come into that because what's between you, how many people's moving around that area. Hell, are you good enough to make that shot? But truthfully, for defensive purpose practice, I generally keep it 15 yards and in.
Matthew Orman said summertime he might carry a Micro 9. Wintertime he might carry his Beretta 96D or Glock 30. Not bad choices.
Not bad choices. So, the thing is, accessibility, reliability, hitability. If it gives you those things,
What else do you need?
if you're missing everything in the world shooting a 44 Magnum, but you're driving tax with 22, then the 22's the better gun.
Yep.
Yep.
So, just had a lot of questions on that lately, so I thought I would throw it out there. Little note here about TFA. We've got another victory to report.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
TFA had sued on the release of the manifesto from the shooter at the Covenant School. That Nashville's been trying to keep buried. And as of yesterday, TFA won the court battle that says they have to release the entire covenant, or the entire manifesto, I'm sorry, of that shooter. And, you know, there's so many things they already didn't want out there that we know, like transgender, anti-white, full of hate, just mental, well, transgender tells you mental issues. You know, so many of the stereotypes that are being preached now that this is the way you're supposed to be, but the way that you're supposed to be are the people who are out killing folks.
Yeah.
But anyway, that has been won, and you know, hopefully we'll see the release of those documents.
Soon.
Hello, Jason Blanton.
Hey, Jason. On the Hughes versus Lee case with GOA and TFA over, you know, the Parks and Greenway and intent to go armed clauses in Tennessee law is still working its way through the court system. Although last I heard, Tennessee had lost the stay. You know, we had 3-judge panel give summary judgment that said it was totally unconstitutional, both state and federal. Then our illustrious governor and attorney general decided to appeal it. And they did. They asked one court for a stay, and that court denied it. They went to another court that granted it. Now it's been to a third court that denied it. So, like trying to keep up with the damn tennis game. But we're in there and we're fighting, and it's costing money, and it's costing effort and time and everything else. Along those lines, I want you guys to think about something. Heard this. This is not originating from me. I was actually listening to an audiobook, and I don't even remember which one. I wished I could, so I could properly credit. But I was listening to an audiobook, and it was kind of just this background noise. But I heard this statement, and I went, whoa, what? Stop, back up, rewind. And I listened to it about 4 times. And I went, that person just said something really, really, really profound and didn't even realize it or know what, or even probably mean to. So it was some kind of sci-fi fiction story I was listening to. But this is the quote. Apathy is far more dangerous than conflict. Think about that a minute. Apathy is far more dangerous than conflict. When you're ready to stand up for something and actually have comment, you know, whether it's debate, that's still a conflict. Whatever, over something, that proves you care and that you're engaged with it. Apathy means you're sitting back with your thumb up your ass. And you just don't care.
We're gonna have to get that beat button, you know.
So let me read that to you again. Apathy is far more dangerous than conflict. And let me tell you something, people. We lose rights. Government takes things away from us because of apathy. Because people sit back and go, well, what can I do? Or I don't want to fool with it, or whatever. This, you know, whatever BS excuse you come up with, it's apathy. You're not willing to engage in conflict to stand up for what's yours. That hit me hard when I heard it. Like I said, it's that author wrote something of great substance here, and I promise you don't even realize it. You guys think on that one. Apathy is far more dangerous than conflict. Now, moving on from there, let's talk about this one right quick. Trump administration. You guys know I've been a Trump supporter, hardcore Trump supporter. Voted for him 3 times. Hell, I guess I'll vote for him again. But right now they're talking up both sides of their mouth on the gun control issue. They've backed up on a lot of things. Like, you know, constitutional carry nationwide, which is one of the things Trump campaigned on and talked heavily about. Now he's going, no, we shouldn't do this. That's a bad thing. Of course, we got Pam Bondi, who's never met a gun law she didn't like. And today they started hearings on the new ATF director. That rather than getting somebody from the outside to come in and straighten out a rogue agency, this guy is 20-something year ATF.
Matthew Orman said conflict can be exhausting, but it's alive. Apathy is comfortable, quiet, and lethal over time.
Yeah, it's how you lose everything. But yes, conflict can be exhausting. I go to bed exhausted every day. You know, because not within the store. You know, I have a great working environment. Without that, I couldn't do what I do. But doing the stuff I do with TFA, doing what I do with GOA, and some of the other things I'm involved with, it's a lot of conflict on a constant basis. And yes, it is exhausting. But it also tells you you're alive.
Yep.
Because when you win,
You feel
it's
great.
exhilarating.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's worth it. So you got, and then you got them opening, the Trump administration opening a section within the Department of Justice that's supposed to be to protect gun rights. And this section that they're opening to protect gun rights, they're already going against what it's. You can't make this up. You can't make it up.
Mm-mm.
So, guys, point being, lots of fights, lots of things happening. Donations, because we do have a supposed Republican conservative majority, which that's a damn joke in itself. That's what happened. Donations to places like TFA and GOA go way down. The antis get money. If you're not a member of TFA, if you're not a member of GOA, you should be. Maybe consider making a donation. There's an opportunity floating around right now. If anybody's got a few grand that they want to play with, call me. There's an opportunity there with TFA for you to put that in a good place and get a big tax deduction off of it too.
And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be a blast. You'll enjoy it. It'll be a good thing for a lot of people, or for all of us, and you know, I'm looking for people that can play in that $10,000 to $15,000 range. So now the advertisements are out of the way. Guess what, guys? It's February 2026.
February 5th, 2026.
Matthew Orman said, what about NRA? He gives them money. Do they help us at all?
The NRA, although they've tried to make a comeback, they've tried to do this, that, and the other, NRA's dead. They've tried to do better, but LaPierre killed the NRA. The NRA's effectiveness anymore is mute.
Nathan Smith said, was it Virginia that is trying to get rid of regular size magazines? Yes, it is.
Is it what?
They're trying to ban standard capacity magazines.
Yeah.
The state of Virginia.
Oh yeah, I mean they passed 8. They had 8 bills on the floor, anti-gun bills on the floor today.
Yeah.
And that's got to be fought. But then we have this fight in Tennessee where, and honestly, Eric Pratt and the guys from GOA and Virginia gun owners are doing everything they can in Virginia. They're fighting hard. But those DC voters have just got it so stacked against the native Virginians that, hell, who knows? Look what they elected for a governor. I mean, shit. But we got fights here in Tennessee, like the Hughes versus Lee case. We have, the fact we got to try to get legislation or something going to get this law changed on the self-defense statute, because in Tennessee you do not have a right to self-defense. It's governed under a TCA statute. There's so many things we need to be getting done here. And GOA is a big part of that. TFA is a big part of that. Those are the guys, those are the organizations that are going to have the feet on the ground to help us get it done. We've just got to be willing to support those feet on the ground.
Yeah.
Matthew Orman said, could you say again the group that we need to donate money to that helps us fight for our gun rights? And Eric answered GOA. GOA.
And Gun Owners of America and Tennessee Firearms Association. That's the 2 hardest working groups out there. Now, that's not taking anything away from the Second Amendment Foundation or Firearms Policy Coalition. Those guys are doing some great work. But the ones that are hitting hardest, the ones that are getting results, the ones that have the most transparency, or absolute transparency on their finances and accountability to the membership, are TFA and GOA.
It's yes, TFA.
TFA for fight, here in the state, and GOA nationwide, and you see them do a lot of stuff together. As a matter of fact, the director of TFA is one of the attorneys that works very closely with GOA, arguing cases all over the country. He's been involved in he's involved in Heller, he's involved in Bruin.
Jason Blanton said FPC.
FPC is a great group. That's why I said the fact that I support TFA and GOA and support them as hard as I do takes nothing away from FPC, Firearms Policy Coalition, or the Second Amendment Foundation. No. These are just 2 groups that I have found to be very transparent. If you want to know where the money goes, just ask. Ain't nobody trying to hide it.
What you got over there?
So, coming off of that one, Doug said, this is February 5th, 2026. Mm-hmm. This month marks 54 years of WHMC.
So, older than I am.
54 years this month.
Goodness.
And this will be the 10th year since the passing of the torch from Walter to Lance. It's 10 years ago this year that Lance took the reins of WHMC from Walter. And we've started chapter 2.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was kind of cool. Okay, I'm through with my list. So let's play Stump Tom.
Are you ready?
Are y'all ready?
Sure, I'm ready.
We're always ready.
Are y'all ready?
Are our
Yeah.
people ready?
I don't know. Are
Are
y'all ready?
I'm kind of nervous about this, y'all.
There's Mr. Hilliard.
Adrian,
Thought he was supposed to be here tonight.
I had something come up with this family.
Felipe just joined. He said that
Flippy.
Stacy, Cece, and Tom.
Flippy's
Flippy.
ready.
Flippy.
Flippy.
Flippy's ready.
Um,
It's Flipper.
is Bubs on? Is Bubs watching
I
tonight?
bet Bubs is watching.
Bubs is watching.
Tim Easton said he's ready.
All right,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Come on with something.
Don't look.
I'm looking this
Don't
way.
look at ball.
All right.
Just pick one.
Just pick one?
Just make a decision.
Okay.
You ain't shopping.
But I like to shop.
Well, you ain't shopping.
Gun shop. All right, guys. Can you see it? Okay, Tom.
Hey,
What do you think about
Oh.
that?
what do we have here? We have a high standard built on the Supermatic. This is one of the match guns, probably from the early 60s. It's the trophy, Supermatic trophy. Extremely accurate pistol. These won the Bullseye Championships all over the world. It was, at the time, it was probably one of the premier target guns. They were very well built, very good materials. The weak point on these guns was the magazine, because the lips would tend to spread on them. But still, some of the most accurate rimfires ever built. You notice how the rear sight's mounted to the frame, not to the slide, so it stays absolutely still when the slide's moving.
Very cool.
They are amazingly accurate. Hell, they allow to shoot most rifles.
Sorry, Stephanie.
Go ahead.
If you could say one thing that's your favorite about it, what would it be? Just one.
How easy they are to shoot.
All right.
Because these guns are really easy to shoot, and really easy to shoot well. They're really easy to maintain. I mean, push the button and pop the top off.
Tim Easton said, so cool, I actually own one.
So, yeah, they made another version of this called the Olympic that shot 22 shorts. And it was even a little heavier than this gun. And let me tell you, you get locked in position and get that gun out there, it did not even wiggle. When you shot, you could do some really good shooting with those. So yeah, that's actually a legend. That's a legend in the rimfire world, accuracy world.
All right. You ready for your next one? You can just lay them out here on the counter.
All right, turn around, Tom. Don't look.
I'm not looking.
You're not looking?
Not looking.
Not looking.
This is one I wanted to know about.
Okay.
All right.
Ah. Guys, this guy is the Remington 1911, or R1911 as they called it.
Hold on just a minute. Miss Hale wants to know how much that one runs. It'd be about $1,200.
Yeah, probably about like that. So this one, there's a story. There's a story behind these. Back in the day, Remington went on a buying spree and was buying up companies left and right. They bought Bushmaster, they bought H&R, they bought Marlin, they bought everybody, and they bought Para Ordnance.
Makes sense.
And of course, as we know, they ruined every company they bought. Why the whole damn thing ended up in bankruptcy. So after Remington bought Para Ordnance, all of a sudden Remington had a 1911.
She'd mentioned that she'd never seen a Remington 1911.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I picked it up.
It's basically just it's a 1911 basic gun. When it comes to the 7-shot military style magazine, the basic A1 grip safety, and hammer. Little better sights than the old military guns. You got the short trigger, reminiscent of the original 1911, not the A1, which went to the longer trigger and the curved back mainspring housing. They did try to do a little bit of polishing on the feed ramp, and they dropped the injection port a little lower, to help get cases out. So the quality really varied. You could get some that shot really good, shot really well, did everything like you wanted them to, and the next one you got may fall apart the third time you pull the trigger.
Goodness.
It was like everything with Remington at that time. It was hit or miss.
Okay. We got a
You
lot
know,
more guns to get to.
Handed me this gun. Let me just take a second to say this. The last time I got to trade with my really good friend Mike Lewis, who just recently passed, he had come in, and I had one of these in a nickel. And make sure we worked it out where Mike was able to trade for it. And he took that gun out and shot it a little bit before he had the stroke and went in the hospital and eventually passed. And the last conversation I ever got to have with Mike was him telling me just how wonderfully that gun shot and how much he had enjoyed it and loved it.
Awesome.
So.
All right. 2 down. How many did we pick, Steph?
Like 15.
Oh, okay.
We got
I
about
can speed it up.
we got about 20 minutes to get 15 guns in.
13. I got 2 down.
Yeah.
All righty. What do you think?
Brownie medalist. Again, we're going back roughly to the time of the high standard.
Matt Booth wants to know if we have any Remington Rands in the store.
Not at the moment. Sure don't.
The Remington, how many?
How many or?
Yeah, 600.
All right. Brownie medalist. These were made in Belgium. Along about the same era. These were competitors.
Thought they might be.
You can see Browning also mounted the sight to the top strap rather than on the slide. You see that in most of the serious target guns. Guys shot exceedingly well. They came with 2 forearms, and there was holes under a lot of these for weights.
I noticed this one has the holes on it.
Yeah, because you put weights under them so that when you're holding it, you can hold it steadier. That's what the big piece here for, give you a place that thumb just rides into.
It's just a pretty gun, too.
A lot of them came in a case that was about this big. It had the gun, it had a block for your cartridges, it had a place for both forearms and a place for your weights. Of course, these were all made in Belgium.
Really pretty wood on that one.
Yeah, really. I mean, you picked 2 of. So far, you picked like 3 of my favorite guns.
We did good, Steph.
I mean, I've done some amazing shooting with one of these. The only bullseye competition I ever did well in, I didn't win it. But I placed-
1,200, Miss Hale.
I placed in the top 3, and I was shooting one of these.
Very cool.
Because I was never really a bullseye shooter. So, there you go.
Just look at the wood.
Oh, they're gorgeous.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I saw that one. I'm like, I'm grabbing that one.
All right. Okay.
All right, now we're getting out of my comfort zone.
Isn't that the one I picked up? You said I knew you'd pick that one.
Yep.
All right. This is an East German Makarov, chambered in 9x18. These were made all over the Eastern Bloc. You know, you can tell they're heavy, heavy, heavy Walther design.
Mm-hmm.
They actually break down exactly like a PPK or PPKS. The 9x18, of course, has a little more ump than our 380. It's sometimes you'll see them called 9mm Kurtz or 9mm short. You saw a lot of officers in the Eastern Bloc country wearing different ones of these.
Okay.
Different variations from different countries. Like I said, this one happens to be East German. Yeah, that would have been long before the fall of the Berlin Wall. So really nice shape
Yeah,
for its age.
I thought so.
And this one, usually the double action trigger pull on these is atrocious. You need a team of mules.
Not so much on that one.
That was pretty clean. But that was the thing about the East German guns. They were higher than, you know, you had the Russian and you had the Romanian and you had a few others. But the East German guns were always, you know, of higher quality than the others. They always seemed to be a little bit better built, a little bit better machine. You can see it's got a much slicker finish.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Cold War special.
All right. We've done good so far.
Yeah. Just concerned, you know, I've got 4. That means I got 11 more to go. And I don't know what y'all come up with.
All right.
Oh boy. Yeah.
What?
J. Stevens Arms and Cycle Company. These were made.
That one was kind of hiding over there in the cabinet. You don't normally see it unless you're over there looking into the cabinet.
I'm trying to see which stamping this one has. Yeah. J. Stevens Arms and Cycle. 22. If I remember right, 22 short. The little single shots. Some people call them vest guns, whatever. They stick them in a pocket or a vest or whatever. It's got probably dating to late 1880s into the mid 1890s.
Okay.
Okay.
Of course, they were all made in was it Massachusetts? It's Chippewa Falls, Chippewa Falls, Massachusetts. Yeah. There was a lot
Stop
of
it.
industry. Huh?
She's picking on you.
there was a lot of industry there at the time, and you see a lot of guns there were a lot of guns made in that area. It was you know, what's sad now is where a lot of the gun companies were born and thrived is now some of the bluest and most anti-gun places. You know, you take Smith and Wesson come out of Massachusetts. You got Stevens and Savage come out of Massachusetts. What?
Massachusetts. That's why she's cracking up. You just say it differently than some of us do.
I'm sorry, Tom. Please forgive me.
Would you rather me say up there with them blue-bellied bastards?
Where's the horn button, Stephanie?
But yeah, 1880, late 1880s, mid 1890s, 22. They were very simplistic guns. Hammer went back, caught on the sear, which of course you can see that was pretty well wore out, which set the trigger. Yeah, finally, if I play with it enough. And you shot your one shot and reloaded.
Matthew Orman says he wants you to say Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Chloe's just over there doing her best.
Please
Everybody's
forgive
having
me.
a good time.
Good.
I think
Nathan Smith, wasn't that the hidden sleeve gun, or am I thinking of another one?
You saw those used for that? Yes. There's been a lot of different guns that were used in that regard.
All right.
Yeah, the one that actually was made, and I used to have one of them, that on this side, it actually had a little piece that come off it that was round that hooked in to the sleeve device that shot it out.
Cool.
this one was pretty. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
that's. I mean,
anticlimactic.
yeah, it was. All right, this is a Kimber 2K11 in the midnight bronze with a little, I almost say a little laser, but probably use laser to burn some of that. What?
Jason Blanton said, Tom said, play with it till you get your none shot off. And then John Miller said, Massachusetts. I'm sorry.
Stephanie's losing it back there.
I told you I was going to have a fun show tonight. Did I not?
You did.
When I called y'all in the office, I said, I got an idea. We're going to have a really fun show tonight.
We are.
Yeah.
So, yeah, made in Troy, Alabama.
Nah.
Whatever, here.
Okay.
I knew.
I just like the color.
It is.
of
It
it.
is pretty gun.
Let me tell you something. If Kimber could make a gun run as good as they make them look, nobody else would be in business. And I hear these run well.
I hope
I hear
so.
they've upped they're bringing their game back up.
Somebody needs to buy this one and tell us.
Alrighty.
Oh, cool.
That's better. That's a better reaction.
Jason Blanton said, you one shot off. Sorry, Matthew Orman said this is the best show on the internet. Matt Booth said, nice Kimber. Thank you.
Okay, this is a newer Beretta, still 950 BS. Yeah, we got a
BS?
950 BS, known as the Jetfire.
Oh, not.
That's known as the model number is 950 BS. It's known as the Jetfire. They've been in production. They've been in production since the 50s. They got the pop-up barrel,
Very cool.
which you could, that eliminated having to rack the slide. You could load the magazine, put a bullet in here, close it, magazine. Now I get these cock the hammer and you're ready to shoot. This one is factory nickel. We do have the original box with it.
Now that's the cool
And
part.
if you want to see this little gun in action, if you go over on the YouTube channel, Pocket Pistol Shootout, I think is the name of the video.
Okay.
And we're actually shooting this gun at 115 yards and hitting a metal target.
Any revolvers in that case? Yes.
I have no
I
idea.
promise you there's some revolvers coming, and she said she loves to see and hear laughter.
So yeah, we actually take this gun and shoot it at 115 or 120 something yards in that one.
Yep.
And I tell you what, if you want to see surprise, go watch that one because I had my mouth wide open. None of us could believe what was happening. And then we had Andrew. We got Andrew out there on camera, which is Chris's 10-year-old little brother.
Yep.
And he's shooting this, and it's pretty cool.
All right.
Ah. The Mosin Nagant revolver.
Oh, Matthew Orman said the laughter is the best part.
The
You should come see us tomorrow. We'll be here. 9
We
to
laugh
5.
all day.
Yeah.
we do. This is the 1895. Of course, they started as early as 1883. From the most of them were made in the Tula Armory in Russia. Very simplistic gun, but it is one of only 2 revolvers actually ever made that were actually suppressible. And if you see as I cock the hammer here, the cylinder moved forward and seals up what would have been the barrel cylinder gap. So that you have a gas seal here, which is the reason you can't really suppress most revolvers because you have all this sound and gas escaping right here.
Right.
We actually have one hanging back on the wall there.
That has been suppressed.
Yeah, moved the sights and threaded it. It's suppressed, and there's a one of the videos. Oh, we have video of it on YouTube. But yeah, they're very simplistic. Very simplistic guns. This one was made in 1923. So they were carried. I mean, they carried these into World War II.
Matthew Orman said he can't come tomorrow. Last time he came and saw you 2 girls, I bought a gun.
That's the good part.
Exactly.
What about Saturday?
There's that one.
Mike DeLong said, great show.
Thank you, Mike. Good to have you tonight.
I think this one looks really cool. Are you looking?
Not yet.
You can look.
You can look.
Ah,
You excited about that?
see, y'all getting this stuff I like here. I thought y'all were trying to stump me.
Well,
Colt, single action army, first generation, but it's not black powder frame. Or we have the hole here. Calibers 38 WCF, or what we would call 3840.
Is that the one that's also you're
there's
shooting
a-
on YouTube?
This one's featured in the video. 140-year-old pistol at 140 yards.
Yes.
But
Also.
we took 3 guns, each one over 100 years old, and we shot them at least 1 yard for every year they were old.
Most of them went farther.
And then we took this one out to, I think, 175. But 3840, made in 1903. Original grips. You know, it's probably not the prettiest gun you ever seen, but hell, I ain't gonna look that good when I'm this gun's age. No, I ain't gonna live that long. But just a really cool old gun. This was probably one of the second or third most popular calibers at that time. Because outside the military, the 45 actually didn't see a lot of use. Or not as much as people want to think it did. At the time, the rifles of the day, the Winchesters, 73 Winchester, stuff like that, could not hold the pressure of the 45 Colt cartridge. So until they started making reproductions, sometimes in the 50s or 60s, 1950s or 60s, none of those guns were chambered in 45 Colt. The biggest thing you got was 44-40. So in the civilian world, outside the military, which issued the 45, you saw far more people using the 38-40 and the 44-40 because they could get rifles that shot the same cartridge.
Cool.
How much time do we have left?
We'll just go through. It don't matter.
All right.
I threw that one in there to throw you off.
The Adam Mountain Billy Gun Labs.
Uh-huh.
This ain't the Adam. This is the. It's just a short goat. Short goat. Goat 15. The Adam don't have this.
Matthew Orman said I brought an old Civil War pistol that I couldn't even find on the internet in there for Tom to look at and couldn't even stump him. Tom knows his stuff. Tom does know his stuff.
These are just fun. Great little company out of Utah. Really great people. I love them because they made Nancy Pelosi nearly have a stroke on the floor of the Congress. But 22 caliber, lightweight. Of course, this one comes threaded. They've just introduced a 25 round magazine for it, which we ordered some today. Real fun little gun. Oh, they have a patented safety. At the adult, you can lock this gun on safe if you're shooting with your kids. And until you unlock it, they're not going to. And they have a 1 round magazine and a 5 round magazine.
I just thought this one looked cool.
I didn't see you grab that one.
Look, Tom.
Okay. Bond arms.
See, I didn't know it would flip over like this.
So
What's the honeybee?
the Bond Arms Honeybee 22 long rifle. This is traditional Derringer, stacked barrels. Operates by pushing that lever down. You can fold that back. Put your shells in after they're shot and you want to get them out. This is your extractor. Just pushes them right out. You throw them away. Got a crossbolt safety. Owned by 2 brothers down in Texas. Some people love them, some people hate them. I drank a little whiskey with them, and we had a good time.
Nathan Smith said, idea for a show, Tom. You need to do like a top 10 list ranking overall brands in your opinion on current pistol market, from Smith & Wesson, Beretta, Glock, Kimber, Ruger, Walther, etc.
I'll tell you what, Nathan, we'll do it next week. How's that?
There you go.
Y'all remind me of that.
I will do my best.
And I'll make it. We'll kind of work on that list this week. We'll have next week's show. That'll be the highlight.
All right.
That'll be the cool gun section. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Made 1976. It's a model 25-2 from Smith & Wesson. Chambered in 45 ACP. If I remember right, now guys, I think they only did this cylinder. I can't remember. This may have been replaced, or they did something weird with these in '76 for the 200th year anniversary. It's a model 25. Some people would call it the model of 1955, which is still stamped on the barrel. Had target trigger, target hammer, but no white outline, no red ramp. Still got target sights, but no white outline or red ramp. Pin barrel, non-recessed. These things shoot amazing.
Matthew Orman said, oh yeah, looks like a Dirty Harry gun.
Had a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun with some of these old 25s. Recoil with 45 ACP cartridge in here is so negligible. And the guns are so accurate.
All right. What do you think about this one?
Oh, now that's interesting. You're actually getting the one that there's questions in my mind about. It was made by a division of Belcher, what would later become a division of Walther, DWM. It is on the Luger style, but it has the grip safety. It's a commercial gun. There's no military stamps on it, but the gun is all original.
That's a cool looking gun.
Yeah, I mean you got your commercial stamps on it. You got your serial numbers matching. You got your Germany stamp. So that gun could actually be pre-World War One. But there's something significant there. You guys have partially stumped me because I just don't know the Lugers as well as a lot of the other guns. I know it's early. I know it's commercial. I don't even think this one's 9mm. I think this is 30 Luger. But it's a neat old gun that matches all the way around. You got your DWM crest right there, still in nice shape. And you can see the scroll work, which was emblematic of all their guns across here. Still good and nice and tight. But yeah, that was going to be that's 30 Luger. And probably pre-World War One.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys a half on that one.
A half? A half stump?
Yep.
Okay.
No, you can give him that one. I'm just saying he won't be stumped by that one.
Well, I didn't think so.
It's hard to stump Tom.
That's a Garçon.
That's a croissant.
It's actually a part-for-part copy of the Browning P35 High Power. They're not bad guns. $500 and you get a part-for-part replica of the Browning High Power with good parts that feeds out of the box. And the ones I've shot have shot quite well. But
It's just not as fun as the others. Okay.
Interesting.
What you got?
K22. Pinned and recessed. Of course, this gun is probably from the 40s. Maybe just after World War II. We got the diamond grip. You can see the pin barrel. Recessed cylinders. What we call the narrow rib on top. 6.5-inch barrel with target sights. These are a classic. Some call them the K22 masterpiece, which they are, a masterpiece of gun making. Now, this guy's probably got a gold box.
It does. It's right up there.
Well, we got a couple of 3 over there.
But that one did come from right there.
All right, Tom, last one.
Aw, last one.
All right. Sometimes these get a little old. They get a little hard to break down. But it was called a safety hammerless. So you see early on that Smith was enclosing the hammers so that you didn't have a hammer to snag when you tried to draw this out of a pocket.
Mm-hmm.
They had a grip. They added a grip safety, so you wouldn't pull the trigger. Most likely not pull the trigger, carry it in your pocket, because it isn't one of the earlier double actions. They're chambered in 38 S&W. They broke down with this lever right here. Then, of course, hinge forward. When the barrel hinged all the way forward, it would supposed to pop the empties out, and you could put you some more in. It's got real pearl. It's got a fair bit of original nickel left.
Thought it was a pretty cool old gun.
Second model. This gun would have been 1880s to probably late 1880s to the very early 1890s when the third model came out.
All right. Now that we're all done
Mm-hmm.
with showing you, which one, how many did we get? 15?
Ish.
15-ish is your favorite. What is that one?
Well, of what's laying up here right now, it'd be one of these two.
Okay.
Well, why
And
don't
that's a
you,
hard choice. The brown and metal is just because of its beauty.
can you show the people again
And
which
I
two
don't have
those are?
one anymore.
Oh.
I've kept them for years. I just don't have one right now. And this gun is an excellent, excellent, excellent example of it. The condition is wonderful. And with all that said, it's still got little imperfections, so you don't mind shooting it. So to me, that's the guns I want. For this will be the gun. It's not perfect. It's close, but it's not quite perfect.
So you wouldn't feel bad for shooting it.
So you'll go out and shoot it and enjoy it. And that was just because of what it is and how well it does shoot. That gun shoots really well for, a 123-year-old pistol.
Which
All
one
right.
do you not like?
Yeah, probably the Bond. The little Dangerous, my least favorite.
Nothing against
I don't have
them.
anything against Bond.
No. Just of the selection that we
Yeah.
have here.
Least
Um,
fave.
I think Bond makes a great gun. And, Gordon and the guys over there are good people. But of what's laying up there, that would probably be it.
Okay.
Alrighty.
If I didn't already have a couple of K22 masterpieces, that gun would have been heavy in the running, but I've already got a couple. I've got a couple that's pristine, then I got one or two that are shooters. And I've already got a couple of high standards. I got a few 1911s,
A few.
and I got a couple of 325s, model 25s. I've already got high powers. I've already got a Gaunt. I've got 2 or 3 of the Smiths.
All right.
So yeah, it'd be one of those two.
Okay.
Any other questions, my dear?
I don't think so. I think that's all the questions I have.
Miss Stephanie?
I'm good.
You guys got anything any of these you want to look at again or ask a question about?
Or just any question?
Questions, comments, or insults?
Hold the insults for now.
No, it's
please.
okay. It's all right.
If not,
Any interaction is a good thing.
What,
No,
is,
I
what
hope-
is it people say
I don't know. People say a lot of things.
about bad publicity is good publicity?
As long as people are talking. So, anyway, guys, I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's show.
See you in the morning,
Oh.
John.
Nathan, we will handle your request next week, so everybody knows what we're going to do next week.
Tim Mason said awesome show tonight.
And guys, let me make y'all one promise. You know, I look around there now, I look at other gun channels, I look at other stuff, and there's a million of them out there, and they're putting out huge amounts of content, and they're getting 65,000, 7,000, 10,000, whatever views. And it's nothing but AI generated junk.
Yep.
Hell, they're talking about a Glock. They're talking about a Glock pistol showing a Smith & Wesson revolver.
James Parlow wants to know, is that lemon squeezer safe to shoot?
Yes, actually, it's got a really good bore and locks up nice.
Matthew Orman said, great show. Jason Blanton said, you have a face for radio, Tom.
I agree with that, sir. I agree with that. But they won't let me on the radio, so I have to go on the internet.
Goodness gracious.
But I tell you what, if you'll go down there at Memphis to that store where the wrestlers buy their mask, and get me one of them luchador masks,
You'd
I'll
wear
wear
it?
it.
Goodness.
You know, I got Chloe to make up for it. Surely the beautiful Miss Chloe offsets the ugly old Tom.
Thank you, Tom.
Mike DeLong said, it's great waiting for Mystery Thursday again.
So yeah, we will. We'll do that countdown for you next week, Nathan, and we'll do a real one. We won't do an AI generated. This one will promise you guys, you will never get AI generated junk from us.
Now we may do some funny pictures.
No, I'm talking about
No,
where we put it
none
out
of
as
our
a whole
vid-
show.
no,
or,
no.
I mean, we may make some funny Bigfoot pictures, or
I need to post all the
You know,
characters that we did
yeah,
that everybody
some,
else
you
is
know,
doing.
some of that stuff. But we will never hit you guys with AI generated junk shows.
Nope.
I don't care, you know, we may get 3,000 views on Facebook and maybe 100 on YouTube with this. But I'd rather give you guys that and make it real than give you AI generated trash.
Agreed.
So I promise you, you will never get that from us. And with that said, thank you all. I appreciate you. God bless America. God bless you.